top of the referee and assistant ref there, just holding his shirt there as he was jostling with him.
Zинченko, the captain, will take the free kick. Very busy penalty area here as he floats that one in. Oh, there's a flick on and there's a goal. Manchester United caught cold after 2.5 minutes. Shakhtar Donetsk get the breakthrough. It was a really dangerous free kick and no one really took control of it in a white shirt. Shakhtar get the breakthrough and lead by 1-0 already.
We saw Wayne Rooney score a similar goal at the weekend. If you fire that ball in with whip and bend on it, especially in these conditions, if it's not met right, if one of the centre-backs or defenders doesn't yards, try to take it quick, but the ref's not having it.
Oh, this is where you can be caught out in Europe, and there's a yellow card. And I was just about to say, sometimes European referees think if you take the free kick too quickly, then you should go in the book, and that's a cheap yellow card for someone in the centre of the park.
Minutes to play.
Here comes the free kick, and again, Pereira aims for goal. He goes up for the header, and the ball drops to him as well. And for a moment, maybe his eyes lit up there, but ultimately, he just couldn't quite get the angle right, and it's a Shakhtar goal kick.
Short corner, you've got to get somebody out, a little bit sleeping now.
And in it comes, and there's a header, and it's off the line. And as you mentioned, Arthur, there, United very nearly caught napping.
Almost paid the price here, really. Got to get switched on. They're all set up, obviously, how to defend corners, but you've got to react.
We are caught underneath that ball, and here comes Shakhtar. There's a challenge, and in Europe, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, no doubts. You're going to get booked for that. Looks a lot worse than what it was. As I said before, once you got to ground, you're sliding in. You're committed.
There is Sobol, who's forward again from full-back. This is really dangerous for United. Адаменко. And it was teed up in the end there for Arrendaruk, who got his angles all wrong.
He's went for the side footer there as well, and the blast, thankfully, and just
going for United. Wilson back to Evans. That's in towards the keeper. They've got a touch on it, and then as it came out, it was Joe Rothwell who arrived late and just got right underneath it.
Positive piece of play by United, getting the ball into their box, asking questions.
Plenty of pushing and shoving in there. This time it's short. And that's flicked on by Borячuk. And over the crossbar, easily watched over there by Pierluigi Golini.
Well, it shows they're prepared to make.
Ready to break away again, but they've got work to do defensively here. Pearson into Weir. James Weir had to go for goal there. There was no real option waiting for him in the middle. Wilson had pulled back.
Good run again. He just takes his time, Weir, doesn't he?
Edge of the box. There's going to be a yellow card here as well.
There's about 7 players in the vicinity. I think was it Rothwell that got brought down in the end. There was about 7 of them there just converging on him. But if you're positive in that last third of the field,
direction. It's set up for Pereira here, and he didn't disappoint. Beaten away by the goalkeeper, and then fired wide by Rothwell.
Well, it's on target. It's unfortunately straight at the keeper, but again, there he's punched down into a dangerous area. You only find out that if you test them.
Good run from Адаменко. Didn't quite have the finish to match, but he's coming into the game a little bit more.
He's a strong running player, and he'll chase balls down. This one he's run.
Wilson to Pereira. He's capable of skipping away from the challenges. Fletcher's in the middle. There he is. Just couldn't quite loop it over the goalkeeper.
Positive play though. That's encouraging, and that Nicky Button, Paul Scholes will be happy with that.
Fletcher and Wilson wait on the edge of the box. This is Pereira. Weir comes to help him out. This is Pearson. That's a decent ball in, and a beautiful finish. Emphatic header from James Wilson. Who else? Manchester United do get their goal, and they've certainly deserved that for their play in this second half. They're right back in it at 1-1.
Exactly, that is exactly what they needed. The players deserved that. Another good ball in. Wilson gets the run across. The keeper's coming out to have a little sort of thinks he's going to get it, if you like. But it's the cross that sort of stayed in his feet again. If he goes down there, David, he'd probably get a free kick.
And there's a free kick and a card coming here. It's Andres Pereira who gets the booking. Borячuk and now Sobol. Two in the middle, and Golini got a very important touch. Zintchenko with a shot. Deflected out for a corner.
It was Pearson that got in the way of that. That was, well, it was on target. With enough white shots and the goal.
They've been on the back foot for a lot of this second half, but Shakhtar now are trying to attack United here. Goss comes over. Ioanu caught out. Pearson went in with the challenge. Golini had to make the save. Worrying times for United here. Arrendaruk. Oh, and they've stolen it. It's the substitute, Alexander Zubkov. And that might well be enough for Shakhtar Donetsk to claim all 3 points. They've been on the back foot for so much of the second half. And the substitute may well have come on to nick all 3 points.
Oh, it's a bit messy defending, isn't it? And scrappy play, but the shot, there's nothing wrong with that. Wrong foot's Golini. He cannot react to that. That shaved the post as it's gone in. But Ioanu's done well there, actually defended, but miscontrolled it. Now he's got time still to get back in. But what I'd say, David, in your own 18-yard box or in that area, don't do a back heel. Get it in row Z. We saw Pearson do that a minute ago, because this is what can happen. Comes to a ruck of players, but to be fair, Golini, no chance with it.
In fact, and that will be a yellow card probably in this climate. Indeed it is for Nicholas Ioanu. And that just helps wind down the clock as well.